Well, well, well. Look who made it back to the battlefield. You. The one they swore was finished 100 times over. The one they laughed at behind closed doors. The one they studied like a threat, but treated like a joke. They thought you'd be crying in a corner by now, didn't they? They thought you'd break like the rest of them. But you didn't. You're still here, still breathing, still moving, still pissing them off just by existing. Why? 'Cause you were built different, and that shit burns them alive. See, people don't hate what they don't notice. They hate what haunts them. You didn't do anything to them, except remind them what they'll never be. You walk in a room and they feel small. That's not your fault. That's the calling on your life, shaking their illusions, and now they can't help themselves. They keep coming for you, again, and again, and again. Like you didn't already show them you don't bend, you snap back. Like you didn't already outlast what should have buried you 6 feet deep. Every lie, every whisper, every fake smile, every back turned. All that pressure, it was supposed to crack you. Instead, it called something out of you. See, they keep coming for you because they thought you were soft. But you ain't soft. You're scarred. You ain't weak. You're weathered. You ain't perfect. You're prepared. You walk different now. Not 'cause you're arrogant, but 'cause you know too damn much to crawl anymore. They don't get it, do they? They don't know what it's like to cry yourself to sleep, then wake up and still move like a beast. They don't know what it's like to hold your own head up while the whole world tries to rip it off. They don't know what it's like to have nothing but faith and still show up like you own the place. But God knows. God saw every hit you took and every time you didn't hit back. God watched you drown in rooms full of people who swore they'd never let you sink. God ain't deaf to your tears. He just ain't done flexing through you yet. Oh yeah, God's flexing through you hard, and they can't stand it. They're not mad at you. They're mad at what you carry. They're mad at what won't break you. They're mad at the grace on your life they can't explain. They're mad that every trap they set only pushed you further into purpose. They're mad that when they talk shit, you shine harder. They're mad that when they counted you out, heaven counted you up. You ever notice how they try to get close, then switch up? 'Cause being close to you exposes what they lack. You're a mirror they didn't ask for. You reflect resilience, grit, and favor. Things they never trained for. They envy your strength, but they don't know what it costed you. They want your peace, but not your pain. They want your light, but not your loneliness. But you ain't built for the crowd. You were built for the storm. You're not here to blend in. You're here to blow through. You're the type to walk through fire and come out with more heat. You got hell's attention. That's why the attacks got louder. They thought your glow-up would come with glitter. But it came with grit, with silence, with separation, with raw-ass nights you had to survive with nobody checking in. You had to be your own rescue, your own hype man, your own therapist, your own fucking army. And that's why you scare them. You walk around with that "I've been through shit" energy. That "don't play with me unless you're ready to see God move" energy. That "I lost everything and still didn't lose my mind" energy. You didn't just survive, you transformed. You didn't just heal, you evolved. You didn't just bounce back, you came back bulletproof. And now, they keep coming for you like you ain't chosen, like you ain't been branded by heaven, like you ain't got oil on your name and fire in your lungs. But they gonna learn. They're gonna watch God embarrass every last hater that tried to block you. They're gonna see what it looks like when divine favor slaps man-made limits. They're gonna witness your "I told you so" season. And it ain't gonna be petty, it's gonna be prophetic. Let them come, let them whisper, let them scheme. Let them pretend they don't see you rising while they're busy drowning in the same mess they threw at you. You were never one of them, you were just quiet about it. But silence ain't weakness, it's calculation, it's divine patience, it's the pause before the thunder. And you're the storm they tried to sleep on. They thought you'd fade, but you're just getting started. You notice how the room feels colder when you walk in? Ain't the IC, ain't the weather. It's them feeling the weight of your presence. It's the energy shift when a soul that's been through fire moves like it's untouchable. You don't talk much anymore, 'cause people heard your words and missed the warfare behind your silence. They keep watching like they're waiting for a breakdown, but you're just loading. You ain't just built different, you're built divine. You carry things they can't Google, can't mimic, can't kill off even when they try their hardest to drain you. That quiet authority you walk with, that ain't confidence, that's survival signed by heaven. They don't get it. You weren't raised in comfort. You were raised in chaos, trained in betrayal, certified in heartbreak. You learn to read people before they even open their mouth. You know when a "how are you" really means, "Are you still down bad?" You know when the smile don't reach their eyes. You learn to feel the envy before it speaks. You didn't get soft, you just got strategic. 'Cause after a while, you stop entertaining fake shit. You stop over-explaining yourself to folks who want to misunderstand you. You stop showing up for people who disappear the moment you get quiet. That ain't bitterness, that's evolution. You learn that peace ain't passive. It's a war zone you fight for daily. You learn that isolation wasn't punishment, it was preparation. When everybody walked, God leaned in. When they played you, God positioned you. When it got too loud, He muted the noise and dropped downloads you didn't even ask for. That's why you move different now. That's why they keep pressing you. 'Cause pressure is the only language they know. They're confused by your calm. They throw shade, but you don't flinch. They spread lies, but your fruit keeps talking louder than their mouths ever could. You ever realize how much energy they waste just trying to discredit you? They dig into your past, 'cause your present is unexplainable. They try to paint you unstable while secretly trying to copy your discipline. They watch your every step like fans dressed as haters. And the crazy part? You ain't even doing anything wild. You're just being you. Just breathing, healing, leveling up. And that's a threat. Because when you carry divine weight, you disrupt every insecure ego in the vicinity. You trigger what they've been avoiding. You awaken what they tried to bury. You ain't just walking in rooms, you're walking in assignments. You don't just carry ambition, you carry authority. You're not built like them, 'cause you weren't called like them. While they were busy trying to belong, you were being set apart. While they were chasing trends, you were surviving trenches. While they were performing for clout, you were bleeding in silence, molding your character in the shadows. That's why you don't need to clap back. Your consistency claps back for you. Your glow drags them louder than any insult ever could. Your survival is the revenge story they never saw coming. You didn't fake it till you made it. You faced it till you became it.